hello and welcome back to the channel, Cole's Travel, Cruise and Sightseeing channel. So it is Tuesday the 2nd of September 2025, just coming up to 12:25. So just an update really. So tomorrow is the CHURNET Valley series, the CHURNET Valley Railway series. So that's still going ahead. I've got some sandwiches there in the car, bought them last night. So just a little update really regarding the route I'm going to take, because I've just realised that when I first went to the CHURNET Valley Railway at the end of July and then nipped over to Peak Wildlife Park, I actually took the A52 out of Froggle, up the hill, through the village of Whiston, and then I turned left to go down to Peak Wildlife Park. And then basically so I could go and see this new wallaby walkthrough, which I've obviously been to the last week or two. But then when I went home from Peak Wildlife Park, I generally take that route back towards the A52 and drop down into Elliston. So I've actually decided I'm going to take that route tomorrow when I go to the Froggle station, right? So in other words, rather than me go up the road to Cheadle and through the villages that way and basically avoid that dodgy junction near Froggle when you come from Cheadle, you drop through Kingsley Holt and down the hill, there's a dodgy junction there because you can't see what's coming down the hill, you see, on the because that's the A52 that runs through Froggle. So I'm thinking, well, if I go up the road to Elliston and follow the route that I would take to get to Peak Wildlife Park, I'm going to get to Froggle. So instead of going straight over for Peak Wildlife Park, I can turn left, which is the A52. So you drop through the village of Weston and down the steep hill, and then on the right-hand side, you've got the turn in for Froggle Wharf, where Hetty's Tea Room is, which I did a video on. And then you basically come to the railway bridge and you turn left and you are straight in Froggle station. So to me, it's a more logical route to go that way, and I think it will be a lot quicker. It might be a couple of miles more, or it might be a couple of miles less. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's going to get me there within 20 minutes of leaving here. So, because the train is 10:30, so I want to get there really before the train pulls in from Cheddleton, because that's where it goes when it's finished its day at Froggle. It goes back to Cheddleton station. That's where they park the trains and the coaches and things. So I want to be at the station for when the train pulls in, so I can get some good video footage and obviously wait till it turns round to then go back up the line at 10:30. So, because again, I don't know how busy it's going to be, because I've read that quite a few of the schools go back tomorrow rather than today. Some have gone back today, Tuesday, but a lot go back tomorrow, Wednesday. So it'll be interesting to see how busy it's going to be, but I know that there's going to be a lot more adults on the trains than kids, because obviously they're back at school now. The school holidays have completely finished. It's gone very quick, as it always does. Even when I was a kid, it went fast. You thought, oh, got over 40 days off, next thing, back at school. That's how fast it goes. So, but anyway, so that's the plan. I'm going to be taking that route tomorrow, heading up to Elliston, basically following the route that I would take if I go to Peak Wildlife Park, but just head down the road towards Stoke, but you basically get to Froggle down there, and I think it'll be a lot quicker. So I should be there for about 10 to 10, maybe a bit after, so that should be ample time for waiting for the train to come into the station, to video it, and then to watch it switch over, to then get on it, to then head up the line to Ipston's, and then when it heads back down towards Froggle, I will get off at Consul, and then have a walk around the station, have a walk over to the Black Lion pub, have a beer, because I don't see why I can't. I'm not going to be driving because the car's going to be parked at Froggle station anyway, and I'll be back on the train again when it comes back from Froggle at 1:30, which will be 1:40 at Consul, and then I'll go back up the line to the end, and then it will return back to Froggle by 22 or 3:45. So I've got a good 4 hours on the train really. 2 hours before it goes to Consul, and then 2 hours when it picks up again. So I get a good 4 hours on the train. So that's a lot of footage. I won't be able to do as many live streams though, because the signal gets a bit dodgy, but I will do a little bit of a live stream, probably when the train switches over when we get to Ipston's and at Froggle station before we leave. But generally I will do normal footage on the train. I'll do a few portrait shots and then also landscape, and of course I'll video at the pub as well. So I hope you look forward to the series. It's coming up tomorrow, as it is the last one before the cruise. So I will be doing some pre-cruise videos like I said last night in the video. And of course I'm going to do an intro video on Monday next week when I finish work, because that's my final shift before we jet off for the cruise. So I'll be doing an intro video next Monday, and of course when the luggage does eventually come downstairs, I will do some footage of that as well, and then I'll be editing the videos and I'll turn that into episode 1 basically. So it'll be the intro video, and of course video in the luggage as well, and maybe a few other updates I'll give, and I'll make that into episode 1, and then episode 2 will basically be when we actually leave to go to the airport. So that, and then I'll just edit the videos as I go along, and then during the flight over to Cyprus I will edit videos again, because I will have videoed the takeoff, in-flight and landing as well. That will all be edited when we've landed, but I'll edit during the flight anyway, so that the episodes can be put straight onto the channel when I'm in the airport waiting for the bags, because we'll probably have a bit of a wait, because we've got 4 big suitcases that we're going to have to pick up, so it's going to be a bit of a wait. So it'll give me time to perhaps edit a few videos and also put some on the channel, so when we're travelling over to the Limassol, to the port to get the ship, I can edit some more footage, so at least by the time I get to the ship most of the videos will be uploaded already up to that particular point, because I'll be videoing when we leave the port. I'll be doing some live streams as well, and then during sea day I can edit more videos, because I'll be doing a lot of footage around the ship and plus what's going on. So there'll be loads of updates coming up, but for now, tomorrow is CHURNET Valley Railway. So even though the weather might be dodgy, I've still got a poncho upstairs which I'm going to take in my man bag, which will then get packed in my case when I get back, because I won't need it again, because I'm not doing any more vlogs until we go on the cruise. But of course I'll be doing some in between, namely pre-cruise videos. I'll do one on Friday, which will be the anniversary of the channel, 18 months. So there will be some videos still done, but there'll be a lot done tomorrow. So please subscribe at CarlSmith25. I will leave that at the end of the video in the outro. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video, and it'll be onwards to CHURNET Valley.